Hello and welcome. Maharashtra Chief Minister Fadnavis is a man in a hurry. He's been signing MOUs left, right, centre to attract investments and industries into the state. He has a vision for Maharashtra. He wants to make it a 1 trillion economy by the year 2029. Wonderful. I'm all for it. But guess what? On the one hand, he talks about making Maharashtra the fintech capital of the country. On the other, he has completely neglected the existing industries in the state. Take the case of Hinjewadi, which has been in the news lately. The Rajiv Gandhi Infotech Park here, which is one of the biggest IT parks in Maharashtra, houses some of the big names in IT industry, whether it's Wipro, Infosys, IBM, Cognizant. Bottom line is, many of these industries are now looking at shifting base to Hyderabad and Bangalore. Reason? Poor quality of infrastructure.
Last couple of years, there is no new companies entering into Hinjawadi IT Park, and obviously reason is the infrastructure. And so someone who used to take 1 hour to reach from Magarpatta to Hinjawadi IT Park before 2019 or something, now the time goes up to 3 hours one way. So why would someone want to come into Hinjawadi? And that is the main problem, that many of the big giants are setting up the other office locations apart from Hinjawadi, maybe in Kharadi, maybe in Magarpatta, to mitigate these issues, and this is a big problem.
Yeah, so that is the overall infrastructure is one part, the policy is another part, right? If those two, and third part is obviously the talent. So these are the three things that any company would look at. When we talk about infrastructure, I mentioned about the international connectivity from airport perspective, good roads, right? When we talk about policy, more about red carpet welcome to the companies, ensuring that they're getting the required approvals within the required timeline, right? And their time is not wasted in talking to multiple government authorities, right? And then the talent. I think third part we have the talent in Maharashtra. I think the rest of the two things need to be worked upon.
Last month, Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar had visited Hinjewadi at 6 a.m. in the morning and had reprimanded some of his officers, saying, "हम तो बर्बाद हो गए, पुणे का पूरा IT पार्क अब बैंगलोर और हैदराबाद जा रहा है और आपको इसकी परवाह नहीं है?" We decided to track this story. We went to Hinjewadi to understand what was happening on the ground. This is what we saw. Take a look. These visuals that you're seeing on my screen right now are of Man Road, an arterial road that connects phase 1 of the IT park to phase 3. At peak hours, it's heavily congested. Traffic moves at a snail's pace because of the poor condition of roads. Employees complain that it takes them anywhere between 90 minutes to 2 hours to reach their destination.
So there are lots of issues. I'm spending at least 2.5 hours daily just to come into my office and travel back to my home. So imagine that my personal time, that time I could spend with my kids, with my family, I'm just spending in the traffic issues. The entire Man Road from phase 1 to phase 3 do not have dividers in between them. So that's the reason a lot of undisciplined traffic movements happen throughout the day. Many times there will be a blockages, it will take around an hour or more than that just to cross 1 or 2 kilometers. So that's the reason people who are coming from the rest of the Pune traveling towards the Hinjawadi or Man get stuck into this particular Man Road section.
On July 6th and 7th, the IT park witnessed a complete power shutdown. There was total blackout and some 70 to 80 industries are reported to have been affected. There was no power supply for nearly 48 hours. Now, can you imagine an IT park that attracts global and international clients going without electricity for 2 days?
A few days back, there were no electricity for 48 straight hours in the IT park of Maharashtra, the prominent IT park of Maharashtra, which is not a good sign. So that a lot of employees who were part of the Hinjawadi earlier, who are working from, let's say, 5-10 years here, they are preferring to go outside Hinjawadi. They are not preferring the companies which are based in Hinjawadi, because basically due to the travel time. So that is the impact that we are having. If employees are not preferring the companies which are inside Hinjawadi, obviously in some days companies will prefer to go outside Hinjawadi, because the workforce doesn't want to come here. Workforce doesn't want to travel to Hinjawadi. And the overall impact is, again, companies will start leaving Hinjawadi premises and they will try to set up the offices outside Hinjawadi.
In June, when there was a heavy downpour, parts of Hinjewadi were flooded and were submerged underwater. There was a joke doing the rounds that IT Park has now become a water park.
Every year, the Man Road gets flooded into the water. At least for 2 to 3 days, we lost connectivity with the rest of the Hinjawadi and Mayan. Imagine the people, the patients, the students, they are not able to come out of this area just because entire road is flooded into the water. So why it is happening? Because there is no proper drainage in place. And unfortunately, no government body is coming forward to fix these issues.
Sources tell us that one of the main reasons for the poor quality of infrastructure is that there are 7 different agencies, whether it's PMRDA, Pune Municipal Corporation, MIDC, PWD, local Gram Panchayat. They say these agencies operate independently in a piecemeal fashion. There is absolutely no coordination among them.
So earlier, from Hinjewadi Industries Association, we used to deal with MIDC, go to PWD for certain works, to Gram Panchayat for certain works, to PCMC for certain roads, to PMRDA for certain issues of metro rail. And it was difficult to manage with everybody. Even the work done by all the agencies was different because it was patchwork.
The employees made representation to CM and DCM, and once the DCM got involved, Ajit Pawar, and the CM in coordination, they appointed the divisional commissioner who will be the single point of contact. And after the meeting started happening at divisional commissioner's office, all these authorities, PMRDA, MIDC, Metro, they started working as a team. And now we feel that this infra issue, which was looking like it was not going to move, has currently started moving. And now employees have huge hopes from the leadership as well as all the authorities that this infrastructure issue will be fixed.
Same is the case with the Chakan Industrial Estate in Pune, which is considered to be the automobile hub of India. It houses some of the big names in automobile industry, be it Tata Motors, Hyundai, Bajaj, Mahindra, and what have you. Bottom line is, here too, many of the companies are now looking at shifting base outside Maharashtra. Reason? Poor quality of roads, poor quality of infrastructure.
जो इश्यूज हिंजवड़ी में है वही सेम इश्यूज चाकन में भी है, जो कि इंफ्रा रिलेटेड है. अर्लियर पूना और चाकन ऑटोमोटिव कंपनीज के लिए प्रेफर्ड लोकेशन था, एंड ड्यू टू दिस इंफ्रा इश्यूज दोज कंपनीज आर गोइंग टू चेन्नई एज वेल एज भोपाल. नाउ भोपाल इज ऑटोमोटिव हब, एंड किया company went to Anandpur due to Chandrababu preference.
When we look at the numbers that have been published by STPI, that is Software Technology Parks of India, we see that the growth that is there in Karnataka or in the state of Telangana has been much better than the state of Maharashtra. And when we try to analyze what is the root cause, why there is delay, one of the core things that I have felt is the root cause is the IT policy. Maharashtra had its IT policy being published from 1998-2000, and every 5 years there used to be IT policy published. But we did not have an IT policy published in 2020. So after 2015, almost for 8 years, we did not have renewed IT policy or the new IT policy. Technology changes very fast every year. In fact, in the world of IT now, the things are changing every week, every month. Right? And in this kind of fast changing world, if you are not changing your policy for almost 8 years, that is going to have its impact. There is talk about certain number of companies going out. To be frank, there is no specific count as such that there are certain number of companies have moved out. And that's where we keep saying, let's talk about how many new companies have come. I heard recently that there were just 2 plots were sold from the Hinjawadi MIDC area in last 5 years. So we need to see more and more companies willing to buy plots here, invest here, and build those ODCs here, what we call offshore development centers, and create job opportunities for the youth here, the talent that is there in the market.
Now, it's all very well for Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis to talk about making Maharashtra the fintech capital of the country. Bottom line is, what is he doing to help the existing industries to survive and thrive? Does he have a master plan? Is he giving them a good infrastructure and a state-of-the-art ecosystem? If not, then it's time for him to do a rethink.